Hi everyone, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast. It is originally created for Thursday, August 18th. It is not solely set to that date. It is to be used whenever you're seeing it. If it fits your situation or whatever you're dealing with, please by all means use it. It is for all signs, and it is a broad spectrum reading, so you need to figure out if and where it fits. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily videos. In there is some housekeeping rules, what decks I'm using, how to contact me on social media for a private reading or to follow me, and ways to support the channel. Easy ways to support the channel: hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel, share the video out, and leave me a question or comment. I will be referring back to the Sunday reading, which is the underpinning energy of the reading. That is populates at the end of this video in the lower left-hand corner if you want to watch that. And let's see what the cards have to say. So we have the Three of Cups. We've seen her a lot this month. The Three of Cups is this is the Nine of Cups, not the Three. The Nine of Cups is about sort of everything being all lined up emotionally, feeling good. Yesterday we saw the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Strength card underpinning this. So emotionally, my feeling is we should feel strong, aware, complete, whole, centered, grounded, especially with that Pentacles energy from yesterday and the Strength card underpinning this, right? What is coming up? I think it's the Knight of Cups is the end of the week card, which is definitely about like service, romance, a declaration of love. So if we're doing any emotional work at this time, which I think that we might be with this Nine of Cups here, the emotional work should be positive. It should be well-rounded and well thought out, well understood, in control, appreciated. There should be not only love for ourselves, but first and foremost, primarily love for ourselves. Our own feelings of compassion, emotion, acceptance for however it is that we're feeling. But we should also have it for maybe others, situations we're involved in. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean we agree with the situations, but within the situations, I feel like we're feeling more emotionally whole, complete, less reluctant to want to struggle within the situation, and more able to sort of stand in our truth, our strength, our understanding and awareness. There should be an intelligence or I guess completion, because it is a 9 card, like a completion with the situation. And I don't mean completion like being done or ended, but being like not swayed or pushed, feeling like settled is what I'm getting from this card, right? There's a certain joy that this woman has that I feel like we can attain today. There's an abundance, there's a pride in a good way, right? Or an achievement, maybe. Maybe we've come to an understanding emotionally that we couldn't otherwise access prior to this. And so we should feel the benefit of that, the opportunity of that, the magnitude of that, and be in acceptance of it and own it completely from where we're at, right? That would be the Nine of Cups to me. Nine of Cups traditionally is that man that's sitting in front of all of his cups, like in a row behind him, and he's very sort of, sometimes he can come off as smug, but I don't get a smugness here. I get more of an openness, a warmth, a compassion that we should have, even if it's only towards ourselves. Oftentimes that's more important than even having it towards others. But as we have it towards ourselves, we're able to have it in place or accessible with others, right? And so today is a emotionally sound day where we should feel complete, whole, and kind of right or in connection with, at the very least, ourselves. But therefore, when we're in connection with ourselves emotionally, we can connect to people, situations, or problems in a way that's more healing or healthy, more grounded, and definitely more sound um, within ourselves, and that makes it easier for us to, um, I don't want to say deal with the situation because that sounds negative, but it makes it easier for us to work within the situation or work with the partnership or the person or the problem that we have, right? It's not necessarily overwhelming us. This is a feeling of, really understanding where we're at and how we feel and being okay with that. Um, uh, Maybe even feeling like we've graduated or learned something in the process about ourselves that we can positively accept, own, and work from that is beneficial. Now let's look to the Shamanic Medicine Oracle cards. Oh, beautiful. I love this. This is birds and it's freedom. I love how they're swirling up towards the light. I love all of these soft colors. I love this white bird, which to me would be like purity or peace. The hawk is about, down at the lower part of the card to me, would be about seeing a situation very clearly. We see the owl there also, right here. And to me, this owl would be about knowledge or wisdom working for us rather than against us. With the Nine of Cups here, it can be emotional wisdom that we have, or an emotional purity, intelligence, perception that brings about clarity and freedom for us to be able to maybe fly a little bit more freer or a little bit more towards what we want emotionally, what we desire, with clarity, with I don't want to say reckless abandon, but with a freedom or an opportunity to sort of set ourselves free emotionally from, and that would also be the 9 aspect of this, where we don't necessarily get caught up or pent up. There's an ease to these 2 cards today. There could be very much so a new dawning or perception of how we feel about a situation that opens us up, and it opens up new pathways. That's the flight of these birds to me that we didn't otherwise see or hadn't otherwise had access to, right? And so keep that in mind as you go through the day today. Let me read you the bird's card, which is freedom. Your soul is longing to soar like a bird high in the sky. It sings as a caged bird a song of freedom. You are being urged to sharpen your senses and be watchful. Spirit has been sending you messages in the form of falling feathers or ornithromancy, divining through the observation of birds, their flight patterns, cries, and behaviors. This card has flown in now and taps on your window pane. So fling the doors wide open and let fresh air circulate. You have been cooped up for quite a long enough. It's time to spread your wings and go searching for adventure. Opportunity awaits as a new horizon beckons. See the world from a bird's eye view and break free from entrapment. Escape from the chains that prevent you from speaking your truth. It is time for you to be heard, to have the freedom to make your own choices and be responsible for making decisions, never minding whether they are right or wrong. Right now, it is having the freedom to make a choice that will set you well and truly free. So what I'm going to say before I read further is if it feels good, especially with this nine of cups, it's kind of like go for it, is like the vibe that I'm getting from these cards. Birds revealed. The winged ones have been showing us signs from nature, omens and messages from the gods long before history was written. In Egypt, seeing a flock of birds after someone's death was a good sign. It was believed the birds were escorting the person to their new incarnation. From supernatural to magical powers, the medicine of birds teaches us how to fly free with strength and valor. Interesting that they mentioned strength, because strength is underpinning these cards too, so keep that in mind. Other divinatory meanings. A new gateway is opening. Have courage and walk through it. You are soaring high right now. Don't let others bring you down. Sharpen your senses to the messages around you. Take steps to leave a difficult situation. Make a decision. Freedom awaits. Bird speaks. In each direction, watch us fly. We send a message from the sky. Receive our feathers, hear our sound. fly through life, new freedoms found. I feel like there's something that we might be opening up to emotionally or achieving emotionally, an acceptance, a compassion, a willingness that does offer us this freedom from a situation that maybe we've otherwise felt entrapped by or not necessarily able to deal with. Today we are, and new avenues will be opening up to us. Interesting grounding stone for the day, guys. It's also freedom. Where can we free ourselves emotionally today? Where can we find new pathways or acceptance? Remember, the grounding stone for this week is forgive. If there's an opportunity to forgive ourselves within a situation, choices we've made, words we've spoken, decisions that we've, even sort of mistakes or what we perceive as mistakes, if there's a way to sort of forgive ourselves or others, therein lies some freedom too, especially emotionally. Having the strength to see that and to support that, pay attention to that, and pursue that is going to be key today. This feels like new doors should be opening up if we don't necessarily feel as though they've been present up until this point. Think about how we can not only forgive ourselves but free ourselves from old outdated beliefs, worries, perceptions that stand in our way or block us, make us feel heavy. Go after what feels emotionally sound, correct, and light, and walk into a lighter, brighter, more accepting way of being today that offers us not only the opportunity to forgive, but also the freedom that comes along with that forgiveness. I hope that makes sense, guys. That is your forecast for the day. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me a question or comment. Tune in tomorrow. And for those of you that watch, thank you so much for your viewership. I greatly appreciate it. Have a beautiful day. It should be amazing. Take care. Bye-bye.